Hello and welcome everyone back to Truesight TV for another great game. It's going to be the American Star League tonight, of course. I'm SB Revolution 5, and I just realized my mic gain may be way too high. Good lord. It's going into the red zone real often here. Let me just... oh, sorry about that. Let's try this again. That should turn it down just a touch so that it doesn't spike up so much, blah blah blah. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. That sounds good. Anyways, we are going to get into the game right about now. It still is picking up very strange stuff. I'll have to work with this on my own, I guess. But anyways, the game is already getting underway. At least the draft is. And let's get into it. I'm going to be solo casting tonight, of course. It's Don't Dive Again up against Team TLC. Sorry for the technical difficulties right there, and sorry for a bit of a late start. We do see Team TLC banning out the Leshrac and Winter Wyvern. A little odd that they banned Winter Wyvern first. But since they had first ban, the response ban from Don't Dive Again is actually going to be to ban the Wisp, a hero that Winter Wyvern is notoriously good against. So Dazzle will come out from them as their first support. Queen of Pain and Lion, the duo coming out from Don't Dive Again. Now followed up with a Tusk to complement Dazzle very nicely, so we can go in, snowball, and still get Graved and make it back out pretty easily. Second phase looks like we'll ban out the Huskar. A little surprising there, especially with the Dazzle and Tusk on the team. That's a combo that I think should be able to take down Huskar pretty easily.
10 seconds remaining.
But not the easiest in the world.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
And, we'll see Phantom Lancer banned out by them as well. Earthshaker and Slark actually being the bans here from Don't Dive Again, so a little afraid of that massive lockdown from Earthshaker, especially when comboed up with the Tusk. It can be very, very potent. We will see Shadow Fiend, Gyrocopter, and Spirit Breaker picked up in the next phase. Shadow Fiend for TLC, and Don't Dive Again with the Gyro and the Spirit Breaker, which is going to be a pretty well thought out combo. I'm not really sure what Don't Dive Again like to run here in terms of Spirit Breaker, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that it's an off lane. At least that's what makes the most sense. Once again, a big shout out to everyone for coming out tonight, even though there's not that many people here. But hey, it's okay. It is indeed okay. Of course, if you're listening in-game and you're like...
Lycan. Radiant team, ban.
Oh my gosh.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds. You're cutting this close.
Anyways. We are going to have Lycan actually picked up by Team TLC, so a bit of Rat. And apparently Wolves do need armor, because Dazzle will be providing that. Digital software. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to reduce my keyboard clicks via the mouse, because I'm having a lot of trouble with that, but alas, there's been no luck so far. Anyways, Don't Dive Again. We're gonna have Queen of Pain, Lion, Gyrocopter, and Spirit Breaker coming up. I really do not know where everyone is. Wait, hold the phone. J2 Lounge, yep. That's what's going on, the BTS Americas game with Not Today. That's where all the Peruvians are at the moment. But of course, still here to provide coverage. Indeed. We'll actually see Sand King get the ban out by Don't Dive Again. A little afraid of the extra team fight coming in from them, especially with the Tusk. That could be very scary indeed. So.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
We will see there.
Reserve time. Radiant team pick.
There'd be AA banned out by them here. Possibly for the potential to snipe Lycan while he's run away across the map. Not really seeing the potential of that pickup, but of course Team TLC feeling threatened by it will ban it out nonetheless, and can't blame them for that one. Indeed.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Don't dive again. We'll have just a few more seconds to think about their last pick. Probably looking for a second support. Could also be, well, either an offlane or mid hero. But I think what they have is very good. They just need maybe a little more AoE counter push.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh gosh. Darkseer will definitely do the job.
Team pick.
Ion Shell going to be a major harassment to Lycan in lane, actually, if he's going to use his wolves to help him out there, which generally you do want to, seeing as you can farm very, very quickly with him if you do so. We shall see. It's the next hero going to be picked up by Team TLC.
5 seconds remaining.
They've only got about 10 more seconds left in their reserve time, which they will be dipping into right now.
What's the hold up, sunshine?
What's it going to be? They need a support or even an offlaner as well. And they're going to grab the Clockwork. Okay, so Tusk will be played as a support in this lineup. A little interesting to pick up Tusk and Clockwork in the same lineup, but it definitely can work. Pun intended, completely. Don't forget, guys, if you're just tuning in now, we are going to have another game coming up. It's going to be Arctic up against Mysterious after this, and then at 11 p.m. with Rupture, he'll be bringing you Battlezone up against Sacred.
Ten seconds remaining.
Anyways, we are going to have just a few more seconds remaining. Looks like we may have had a disconnect, possibly. It's going to be just a moment here, as they will pause the game. Of course, that'll give me a moment to set up the overlays. I keep meaning to keep the announcer off. It's just, I haven't done it yet, to be honest. Although I don't know why I, have, oh, what is it? The other. 1 second here. Trying to figure out a couple different things there. I do need to change over the overlay though, like I said I was going to just a moment ago. And bloop, there we go. Ready to go as TLC. We'll just need just a moment, I'm assuming. Waiting on their safe lane carry, who I know it's Lycan or una species. They're all labeled as stand-in, and I don't actually know the lineup of this team, so. Well, guys, if it's going to be a bit of a moment here, I'm going to play some music because I'm solo casting. I don't really have stuff to fill the space at the moment, so we'll be right back. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, It was not long, and we were right back in here with TLC up against DDA. Of course, your host here, SP Revolution 5. Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast so far, although there hasn't been much of it to talk about. We've got Angel, not to be confused with Angel, of Uni Gaming infamy, we can say, here on the Gyrocopter. At least that's what I'm assuming. We've got Uno on the Queen of Pain. KPR will be under Spirit Breaker. Rahul will be here on Dark Seer. We'll have Paper on the Lion. And that'll round up Don't Dive again. Very impressive team this far. And here on the Wolf, who apparently needs no armor, Unas Pichas Ma, which is probably something terribly offensive in Spanish. However, I don't know, so I'm going to have to plead the fifth on that one. We've got Bowlers here on the Tusk playing support. Doomsday will be on your Dazzle, and I do know that Bowlers is a stand-in for this team if I'm not mistaken. We're all going to be in a bit of trouble, but he'll be okay. We'll have Destroyer Mon down there on the Shadow Fiend, actually picking up that Bounty Rune early on. Thought he was going to have a small skirmish as he did level up the Shadow Raises first. And in the bot lane, it's going to be Valkyria here on the Clockwork. Once again, guys, I'm SP Revolution 5. A big shout out to you guys for coming on out and supporting the more lesser known scene. It is actually going to be Angel in the mid lane here with Queen of Pain taking over the safe lane. I kind of like this decision up against Shadow Fiend. However, I feel like Shadow Fiend doesn't have a great matchup against Queen of Pain either. I actually just like it because Gyro has a better matchup. It gives him, hopefully, access to a bottle, which he appears to be working toward. He's got reasonable damage and a pretty great attack animation to try and just jump the Shadow Fiend. And Shadow Fiend's low move speed in the early game means that Gyro can get up in his face very early. He's got 315, Shadow Fiend is 305, and Shadow Fiend, of course, has to pause the game and Google, how the heck do I stop Gyrocopter from killing me? We'll see Shadow Fiend. He just needs a disconnect, so we are going to pause once again and just play some music here. Alright, and of course we have resumed now. Thank you guys for your patience, and I'm very sorry about the wait there. Stormon going to continue his hard work here, although he will lay his bottle down for a moment. Courier coming on forward. And actually, Darkseer should be dominating this lane up top. We'll see how that goes. This Lycan has actually bought himself a TP scroll for whatever reason, possibly anticipating that he might die up here. Darkseer, no, well, he does have the point in surge, but he's getting dived right now. KPR will keep them back for a second, but he'll be okay in the end here, looks like. Meanwhile, there are some pings out. Paper just doing a pull through, but he will be spotted out by Clockwork, who did manage to get this Observer Ward down, or brother Tusk did, but Haste Rune picked up by the Shadow Fiend, and they both want to go in here on Paper. They're going to look for it now. The haste coming up. Paper, he's only level 1. He's only got 1 disable. He's got 2 now, though, as he pops that level 2 just in time. 1 hit, though, and he will go down to Destroyer Mon for first blood here. Very nicely played by him, and going to go ahead and Bottle Crow back with the Courier, as it looks like Tusk just set in the mid lane a second to get his levels. He can't really go in on Gyrocopter, and this has been the one hero we've really seen picked up in contention with Gyrocopter, as he can lay down the AoE when Tusk snowballs in. Speaking of snowballing in, Clockwork going to help take down Queen of Pain's painful death there. Paper is going to be in a little trouble. 64 HP. He gets the stun off. The charge going to come on through. Dazzle doesn't have another Grave, and it looks like Balor's could be going down here to Surge. Actually going to come through and try to secure the kill, but a creep. He KS'd it.
Much appreciated.
Meanwhile, there looks to be a slight engagement coming toward the mid lane right now. Shadowfiend just playing it safe, staying back. Looks like there may be some server issues in other games as well, I've been told, so. Just a heads up there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Shadowfiend to grab a regen rune. Should be continuing to do okay in this lane, but Gyrocopter, of course, just sitting here and occupying it means that he's going to probably come out on top, but like him doing very well up top as well. Does have a bottle coming out to him, actually, so that he can really spam these spells, keep his wolves up despite Darkseer's constant harass. As Darkseer makes a little bit of a tricky move there, and it's going to pull the creeps around, getting Lycan a bit low, as actually there is a charge coming in from the Spirit Breaker, which we'll meet up with right now. Ion Shell going to come on through, but he sees it incoming, although he may be dead nonetheless. A bash, and he's down, although he may have fallen despite the bash, thanks to that Iron Shell. But Spirit Breaker might be in a little bit of trouble. Surge away there, and he'll be okay. Valkyria. Gonna be in a little bit of trouble. We'll get taken down, unfortunately, there. Gyrocopter does get a kill on Shadowfiend in the mid lane, actually. Sorry for missing that one. As he does use his ult to bring him on down, but he is able to do that. And Lycan taking down Darkseer up top. Kills happening all over the place here. My apologies, guys, for not quite catching all of them. Spirit Breaker going to get a charge up top, but we'll see Shadowfiend continuing to farm up, and he's getting charged right now. As Dazzle will see an Invis rune, but Shadowfiend going to be taken away from it. Doomsday will grab it right now, and he'll actually try to move toward the Shadowfiend. Orb of Venom is going to be fine. Fowler's can actually grab him, take him into the snowball, and KPR using careful positioning to keep himself in that AoE so that he can help Angel slow them down and secure his life. But actually Angel going to run into a Lycan over here. Not going to be able to eject in time as he will be going down there. Very nicely played though by the enemy team. Nice save for the snowball there from Tusk. And that's the mark of a really good Tusk player, being able to dodge their stuns and knowing when to put the allies in the snowball as opposed to just, okay, everybody load up. Tusk will grab those mana boots right now. Pretty great item for him to have, especially in the support role. Can turn him into Guardian Greaves later, and that allows Dazzle to go for 5 position items, i.e. brown boots, a stick, wards, 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 wards. It's a hard word to say that often. It's KPR. It's going to get a charge off here. Shadowfiend going to be in a bit of trouble. They actually will lock him inside with those shards right now, but he's going to escape from his prison not only by walking around, but also by snowballing forward. Valkyria throws a hook shot, but it doesn't connect on anything there, unfortunately.
Boom, there it goes.
Meanwhile, up top, Lycan actually popping the ult here. But he's gonna get jumped on here. Can they find the bash? Doesn't look like they're gonna be able to, and Lycan, he has no fear. He needs no armor. And KPR is gonna charge him out now. He still has that Ion Shell up, and that was a bit of a, seems like a misplay from the Lycan, as he actually will continue getting bashed down here. He'll take down Spirit Breaker just in time. The Orb of Venom damage not enough to take him down there. Very nicely played by Lycan.
Tower is under attack.
Indeed, now that he will be done with his Vlads, and able to put a lot more pressure on around the map. Let's take a quick look at the golden XP graphs. We're going to see that about 2k in terms of net worth going over to TLC. Don't Dive again, not doing quite as hot, but not too far behind to come back. And we'll see them sitting at about 15k XP, or 1500, excuse me, XP advantage. 15k would be a done deal. Good, I see one of my Flamerinos has joined the chat room. We got a couple viewers now, which is great. Chat is still dead, but...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oddly enough, Lycan is not going for that Vlad's just yet. I'm pretty surprised we're not seeing this one come out. Maybe going for a Helm or something, as Queen of Pain will get taken down there. Same with the Tusk. So a nice trade coming out, killing for the side of TLC, killing off the enemy safe laner, and only losing a support to do it. And they've got Dazzle here ready to go on Spirit Breaker. Now they may not have a hook shot in, but if they can just close the distance manually, kind of, and get those cogs off, he'll be in a lot of trouble anyways.
Double damage.
Dazzle will find himself a double damage here, and Spirit Breaker picking up the urn on the other side of the river. An item that Dazzle is probably going to end up looking for, but right now, just holding on to his gold. Tusk not picking one up either, as he's got the magic stick, or excuse me, magic wand, ready to go. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, looks like Clockwork has got KPR caught in the cogs here. Nice snowball forward, as they will find a killing spree for him. Nobody can really close that distance there, and Bowlers, well, he's going to move forward onto paper here. And meanwhile, up top, it looks like the Lycan is going to grab Darkseer. It's a roll going to be falling there. Can they kill off paper? Not quite enough. The snowball is going to be enough, though, as it comes on through. Hookshot off the mark slightly, but the Walrus Punch actually securing Bowlers a double kill before he goes down and starts picking up that mechanism. Very nicely played by him, just getting that punch off in time, and the dagger ticking him on down with the assistance of the tower here. KPR is gonna charge on in. It will be okay though.
Radiant's top tower is
Meanwhile, a charge coming out from Spirit Breaker. Valkyria could go down here pretty easily. One more hit will do the job. Thanks to that Ion Shell, Spirit Breaker is actually a lot more potent in these ganks. They don't have any stuns for him without the Clockwork up or the Tusk nearby, who just was not in enough position. If he'd invested in a Blink Dagger this early on, we would have seen that, but he's going for the mech, which is definitely a good item. I don't disagree with that at all. I just,
Radiant's top
I'd like to
tower
see
is
him,
under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I'd like to see him have some kind of initiation or impact item, as you might call it, as Unos Pinches is going to be going out there. Will be able to run away after he gets the tower with the minions there, and it's going to be straight BKB for him, it looks like, as he will heal up right now. Still hasn't taken Roche, but has no real need to at the moment, as they're doing just fine.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, the mid tower taking some damage, but it'll get fortified now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
And this is where the wrap begins. I mean, this is what Lycan was built to do as a hero. Valkyria going to be in a little trouble. He does have the cogs and battery soul, as well as hookshot to bail himself out. They're not going to be defending this one for long. Actually, the glyph coming out should have allowed Gyro to grab the last hit here. Rocket comes out. Gyro will take that tower down, as they are using the advantage to go for Roche, but it's already being pinged out here. They know their smoke just got broke, so they know Queen of Pain's right here. They're going to jump on her right away. And Uno, well, may be able to blink away quickly, but I don't think they have enough time to run over here and stop the Roche from getting Roached, as they say. BKB already up on Shadow Fiend. Haven't talked too much about Destroyer Maw in this match, but he's just been playing very solid, very consistently here. TLC are looking very good right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, Doomsday going to be charged up at the moment here.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
We'll actually see Spirit Breaker fake out the ult as Dazzle takes down Lion. And there's the charge. There's the punch up into the air. He doesn't have any more mana and can't get that ult off as Clockwork will actually pick up a Blade Mail. Nice self-grave here from the Dazzle as they start to drop, but is it enough? Angel barely alive here, 14 HP. Lycan will get in range with that ult up, and with the Aegis still in his inventory, he has no fear. He's actually going for Deso here. Snowball in from Tusk, and it's a full 5-man team wipe with Lycan at the helm. He picks up a Deso so that they can rat even harder at this point. And, well, as soon as he gets here, they're going to be able to take this tower. There's almost no doubt in my mind about that. They could probably take the tower without it. This Clockwork is actually still here with almost no HP. Does have a bottle, though, and we'll get a bounty rune for his trouble. But it looks like he might be headed back to base anyway. Dazzle just giving him the extra armor just in case somebody comes in here. And Spirit Breaker being blocked off by those ice shards for a moment. Him and Lion, the only ones standing at the moment, and they don't have much initiation between them other than that charge. There will be one out from Spirit Breaker right here onto the Dazzle. They know who priority number one is here, but big ult coming out from Shadow Fiend will actually ward them off. That nice save from the Tusk Snowball. They will bring down 2 there. And Spirit Breaker forced to try and TP out as soon as Darkseer respawns, he's not going to get anything for it. He's just going to end up falling. There's an urn and a medallion up on Dazzle. The items that usually you'd see someone like Tusk get, but in this case, he's going to be going for the mech. And since they're not dying, I mean, having these items on either hero is going to be fine, because they're always grouped up together. They're always doing good old buddy-buddy stuff, if you will. As Umo is working on a Orchid. Now, for safe lane farm, this is definitely not what you want to see at 17 minutes into the game. This is like what I get 17 minutes into the game. Which is basically saying, yeah, it's terrible. And it's actually Snowball coming forward to punch out onto Lion, and he's already down. I mean, it may sound like a pun, but this actually has been a bit of a snowball game for the Tusk, getting ahead very early with those couple kills and lane onto the Darkseer. Even though they were able to get the return kills, you see Tusk just making big plays. And Bowler's, assuming that is how you pronounce his name, has been quite impressive with it this game. And this is why Tusk has been first pick, first ban. In this patch, he works as a support, he works as a offlaner. He just does work, man. And this is a Tusk with very little in terms of items. I mean, he's got a mech and mana boots, but these aren't even conventional Tusk items. Angel is going to throw down the ult. There will be a finger in on Unas. As there we go. And actually, Queen of Pain ult whiffs. Completely Destroyermon. Gonna go ahead and throw out the ult onto the Spirit Breaker who's locked in the cogs, and this game may very well be already over.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
As TLC are running over this base, and they've still got the Lycan to wrap. DDA just know it, and they say, good game. We cannot hold. So game number 1 for the night is going to be over already. But in about an hour, we'll be back with game number 2. I'm SB Revolution 5. Thank you for watching Truesight TV. And we'll see you in a little bit, guys.